Have you ever dreamed of renovating your own home? All while still working your regular 9 to 5? And the best part? My wife and I were planning our entire wedding, this whole renovation. See, I got engaged the week before I started tearing our future house apart. This isn't just a DIY passion project. This is gonna be our first home together. The place will grow our family, share lots of laughter, build our life, and make a million memories. So yeah. No pressure. You know, by day, I'm just like you, working a full-time job, stuck in meetings, but by night, I'm wielding hammers, slinging paint, turning this house into something unbelievable. This isn't a TV show with a crew of 20. It's just me, my pops, some of my friends, and a stubborn belief that we can get this done. It's not always pretty, it's not always perfect. If you're into big transformations, no sleep, and making it work no matter what, you're in the right place. So welcome to my 9 to 5 DIY life. This is the start of our future, so let's renovate a home and build a family, one project at a time. Welcome back to episode 10 of this home renovation series. We are on our 8th week, and I don't really have to say much here because past me was prepared to give you guys a full update. We're standing in the kitchen, which is in complete disarray. The original plan for this space was to refinish all the cabinets, get rid of the wood grain, paint them. The more I thought about it, the more I was trying to attempt it on one of the cabinets. It wasn't a good process. I realized the amount of time that would have to go into refinishing the cabinets just wasn't gonna be worth it in the end. I then started to look for options on getting new cabinets. So I went to some local places to try to get some quotes. People were too busy, people weren't able to help me. Then I was kind of like, okay, I've gotten IKEA cabinets before, I'll do that again. Went to IKEA with my mom and Alex. Now we have brand new cabinets being delivered today, actually. The original plan was then, okay, I'm getting new cabinets, no big deal. I want to keep the countertops, they're really nice. Then I was talking to the installer how to go about doing that, and he recommended that I don't. And I know first thoughts, like, they want to sell me on a countertop, trying to make me spend more money. Problem was, with trying to maintain the countertops in place, he's like, you're gonna have to put these back perfectly. Every angle's gonna have to be perfect. There's no room for error. And I was just started thinking to myself about the time it would take to figure out how to brace all the countertops up, how me and my dad are gonna have to figure out how to get them all in place, the pressure to be perfect, and then how much longer is it gonna take to do this process, right? And so because of that, I decided to also get new countertops. I went from trying to save as much money on this kitchen as possible by doing the refinish, by keeping the countertops, to having to essentially buy a whole new kitchen. It kind of stinks in the sense of spending way more money than I wanted to, but it's an investment. Kitchens obviously will sell your home in the future, and this is gonna be perfect. It's gonna be done professionally. It's gonna be done faster. Those are all the things I was kind of just debating and mulling over because at the end of the day, that's what matters most. Having that peace of mind, having it done quickly. And ironically enough, there was some frustration because IKEA processed my payment. Didn't realize that they processed my payment, so when they should have called me to schedule my installation of the cabinets, they didn't, and that went on for like a week to 10 days. I finally had to reach out to them. I was like, yo, what's going on? They're like, you never paid. I was like, yes, I did. And they're like, oh, you did. You detach the sink?
Well, the sink's glued.
Right, so when we pull it up, we're gonna have to.
No, we're gonna push the sink down. That's what we're gonna do.
All right,
I need a little screwdriver. I have a long one.
It's gonna get loud. I'm gonna start breaking this out. Although when I say quickly, it's not as quick as I want. Ordered the cabinets and countertops last week. I'm gonna get the cabinets today. I don't know when their install's done, and then once the install's done for the cabinet, they're gonna have to send out somebody to do a measure, and once the measure's done, it could take 5 to 6 weeks to come back to install the countertops. So it's gonna still be a long process. It's gonna be everything we want, so it's very exciting from that perspective. Successfully ripped out this cabinet here and the countertop there. We have the stove disconnected, gas is off, the water is disconnected now for there, and we had to go and buy a nice angle grinder and a diamond blade because we're about to rip up some countertops. And I've tried to get quotes on removing this countertop. People won't just take out a countertop. A lot of people only will do it if they're replacing your countertops. So it kind of sucks. And like $1,200 just to take out a countertop is like crazy. Man, cutting these countertops was no joke. I kind of thought with the angle grinder it'd be pretty smooth, pretty easy. It was not. It was definitely a struggle. The first area we started trying to cut didn't go really smooth, so we readjusted towards the sink, thinking it'd be easier, build some momentum, and just make a bunch of smaller pieces by getting that part disconnected. Ordering from IKEA and them doing all the install, one thing that has to happen is kitchen has to be completely empty. I'm talking appliances unhooked, moved out of the way, cabinets removed. Fully demo out this kitchen. So here we are in the brand new kitchen. Super minimalist, you know, really just wanted that I have nothing vibe, and I think we nailed it. It's exciting, and the reason why it's so exciting is because that means I'm just that much closer to being able to have this kitchen be fully reinstalled. Let me show you. Here's the old kitchen. Unfortunately, none of these cabinets were really in good enough shape to be able to maintain and give away, so I'm kind of bummed about that, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to dispose all this. And then the big thing that happened yesterday is this right here, and I know what you're thinking, what are all those boxes? This is the new kitchen. I have to wait for them to contact me on doing the install. I'm not gonna do the install myself, even though I have done an IKEA kitchen install before. During the last house, it was straight walls, simple cuts, simple placement, but here we have a lot more angles. Sometimes it's better to let the pros do it. So I'm just a DIYer kind of guy, you know? Because we had the countertop, I mudded up yesterday, so this is our first coat. We're looking nice and dry. So I'm gonna go through and sand this and hopefully not make this house even dirtier. Hey dude,
I can't see.
I'm reduced to having to hold the light just like all the times we worked on cars together. We are adding in new lights. We replaced them all right there, so that way everything's nice and bright. Just for the record, I put in all the lights in the living room and in the kitchen, and I preliminary cut this hole. Pops is just being Pops and making sure he does the last finishing touch so he can take all the credit. The vibes. Installing these lights was new for me, never done that before, so it was really cool to learn, but it was very meticulous. We wanted to have the same spacing as the original lights did near the fireplace, so for both holes we did the exact same measurements from the wall, from the beam itself, so that way it was very much a mirror image. This was one of those processes where even though it took more time than I expected, it was well worth it because again, having that uniformity making it look professional. Just made the house look that much better. All right, here we are. Days later vibe. We have one and we have two lights. Super happy about that, but we have run into a conundrum. One set of switches can shut off all 4 lights, but the other switch does not shut off all 4 lights. It only shuts off half. Keep trying different things to figure it out. So hopefully by the time this video goes live, we do have it figured out, but that's where we stand. Copacetic. The good news is by the time this video is live, it was addressed, it was fixed. Now, not so much, unfortunately. We ended up bringing in my dad's friend who helped us with my first house. Are you seeing how washed out I am right now? Are you noticing this? That is because the kitchen is finally fully painted. Bada boom, bada bing. Obviously, we're gonna have cabinets going here, so I don't really care about covering that. Pops, as always, crushes the paint job. I was removed from painting duty because I haven't been painting good. Pops ran the show on the paint everywhere, and this was his masterclass right here in the kitchen. It feels so much bigger. We have a new light installed. I actually did that. The new light there. We have brighter light bulbs in here as well too, so it just feels so much bigger, so much brighter. And now, the best part of this paint being done is this can start to go back to looking like a house again, instead of a construction zone. And that makes me really happy. Again, an absolute massive shout out to Pops. Getting the ceiling painted, getting the walls painted. We did drywall repairs for where we ripped out some of the cabinets because the height of the new cabinets wasn't gonna be quite at the same height as the original cabinets, so we had to do that fix there. It just came together so well, it looks so good. The cleanup process began, so that way it would almost feel like a normal kitchen again. Very echoey in here. It doesn't look like a lot, but this is a very small victory. To be able to see this floor again is massive. I haven't seen my actual kitchen floor in like two months now. Feels like way longer. We're finally there. Finally feeling like all the hard work was worth it. Sometimes that's what it's all about, that you gotta push through and know in the end it'll be okay and everything will be worth it. Feeling very grateful. And that is where our kitchen ends at the end of this episode. Completely painted, new lighting, upgrades, and now we just gotta wait for IKEA, which will be a journey into itself, which you'll see about and hear about in next episodes. So make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you drop a like on the video, leave a comment down below, send the video to a friend. You know the drill. The playlist is on the screen. The subscribe button's on the screen. Make sure you do that. But most importantly, don't forget to have a great day or night. Don't forget to keep God number one. God bless.